Hi, I'm Zach.
Hi, I'm David.
I'm Cora.
I'm Omar.
I'm Ashley, and I chose option number 3 for my speech today, which was to violate normal communication expectations and to explain why norms exist and how we react to violations of these rules in a public setting. In 2008, Saul McLeod wrote on the Simply Psychology website that social roles are a part people play as members of a social group. With each social role you adopt, your behavior changes to fit the expectations both you and others have of that role. Social norms are unwritten rules about how to behave. They provide us with an expected idea of how to behave in a particular social group or culture. Some of those rules consist of proxemics or space, vocal cues, artifactual cues or clothing, and kinesthetics. Examples of proxemics or space is moving to the back of an elevator when other people get in, not sitting right next to another person when there are a lot of open seats available, and not getting too close to another person's face while talking to them. Some examples of vocal cues are do not speak loudly in church because it's considered rude, don't talk during a movie because it interrupts the other paying customer's experience, and saying excuse me while squeezing past another person. Some examples of artifactual cues or clothing is wearing black to a funeral to show that you're in mourning. Don't wear white or red to a wedding to not take attention away from the bride. Dress conservatively when meeting someone's family as a sign of respect. Some examples for kinesthetics are creating an okay sign with your finger and thumb, which means okay. A thumbs up sign, which also means okay, but can be used for hitchhiking. Beckoning someone with one finger, which means come here. We were asked to do an experiment where we broke one of the rules and violate a social norm. I chose to do proxemics. Mike Shepard explains in his 1996 article that proxemics come in 2 flavors, physical territory and personal territory, such as why desks face forward in the classroom and the bubble people keep between themselves and others in line. For my experiment, I chose to go up to Cora while she was in the kitchen washing dishes and stand right next to her. I then began a conversation about our plans for the evening. Although she looked at me a little funny, she still engaged me in conversation, but she quickly finished her dishes and backed away slightly to dry her hands. I asked her after how it made her feel, and she said it made her feel claustrophobic. In Mike Shepard's article, he also stated that in Saudi Arabia, you might find yourself almost nose to nose with a business associate because of their social space equates to our intimate space. You would probably find yourself backing away or trying to regain your social space while your associate pursues you across the floor, trying to maintain his. Finally, you would come away with the encounter thinking that he was pushy and him thinking that you were standoffish. There are a lot of pressures for us to follow social roles, and most of us follow the rules and expectations of others because we feel the need to get their approval to feel like we fit into today's society. Thank you. I can't catch my breath.
Oh, shoot. How long was that on the screen?